Yeah, what up? Today we're gonna rank all of the main AI large language models from everybody. Uh, that's gonna include things like ChatGPT. I'm actually gonna shove Gemini over a little bit. Gemini, I want to go later, along with like the rest of those guys. ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude. So we are going to rank them. They're all going to be the free models. So all of these have an option where you can pay extra, and then it gives you like the overpowered version of them. We're not. I mean, I do have the paid version of ChatGPT, so I'm gonna do my best to keep it unbiased and keep it at the base model without all the extra models. All the other ones, yeah, you can pay extra. They give you a little more extra tokens, they call them. We're just gonna do straight up free for pretty much all these and see how that goes. We're gonna do that by doing these prompts. It's basically gonna be like a date, right? So we're gonna say, "Tell me about yourself." We're gonna see how the AI describes itself. What do you excel at over other AI models? A date or a job interview, right? They're the same thing. So what do you excel at over other AI models? We'll see what each one has to say about that. Then I'm gonna have it write a Tinder bio about me. I've kind of listed off basics about me. My name's Matt. I have blue eyes. I like to swim and be outdoors. I also love to play video games. My favorite food is steak with Caesar salad, and my favorite drink is a Starbucks brown sugar oat milk cortado. I just found the closest drink to me. Mm, being a basic white girl never tasted so good. Um, and then I'm going to have it do a stock analysis of all of their parent companies and give me a ranking of what to buy. So, uh, Baba. So the hard part about a couple of these is like Baba, uh, is kind of associated with DeepSeek, but not really, and Tesla is kind of associated with Twitter, but not really. Uh, we'll see how they go. And then at the very end, I'm gonna have them write a program in Python that will play the game Snake. I saved the most difficult for last for them. I have a feeling that some of them will do really well and some of them will do poorly, and that's where we'll really be able to start getting into the meat and potatoes of everything. So let's get into it. First things first, Apple Intelligence is F tier instantaneously. Apple Intelligence, Apple's been just fumbling the ball left and right. They're just not good. The last two products they dropped were AI. I don't even remember the name. Apple Vision, like the goggles that you put on. They came out, sold 3,000 units, and then gave up. The next new product they dropped was Apple Intelligence. It didn't drop with the only phones that you can use them on, which is the iPhone 16 Pros. Well, I think you can use them with the regular 16s too, but they didn't. Apple Intelligence didn't even come out with the phones that you can use them on. So, and then from all the reviews online and the people that I know that have attempted to use Apple Intelligence, it doesn't even work. Like everyone I've met said they just want Siri back. Uh, yeah, if you got Apple stock, you should sell it. They've been fumbling the ball real bad, and Apple Intelligence is just another thing in a series of terrible missteps that is just, yeah, like I said, we're not even going to review it. It's garbage. So, moving on. What do we do next? Let's go talk to Meta AI, which is called Llama. So we're just going to start off our date/job interview with the regular question. All right, keeping it simple, keeping it basic. We'll see how it feels about this question. conversational understanding. It can grasp context, nuances, implied meaning, knowledge breadth. Apparently, Facebook, when they were making this, stole like 42 terabytes of data of books that they got in a lot of trouble for doing. There was like a open source library where they're trying to like copy every single book in the world, and Facebook just pulled straight from that and told no one. And that is this conversation that I'm having right now, and that's why it has this knowledge breadth. Continuous learning, okay. Multilingual support. Let's go a little further on that. We're very interested in how many languages all these guys can speak too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm also going to assume that that's all of its most popular places. Obviously, it doesn't speak Chinese because I don't believe Meta's allowed in China. So, cool beans. Now I'm going to have it write a Tinder bio about me. See how this goes. Blue-eyed outdoor enthusiast by day, gamer by night. Always down for a swim or a hike. Steak and Caesar salad connoisseur. Fueled by Starbucks brown sugar oat milk cortados. Looking for someone to level up with. All right. All right. Sure. Bet. All right. Now we're going to see how its analysis at stocks is. So most of these, last I checked, most of the data for these large language models is cut off from February of 2023. So a lot of the, dude, you were just doing that. What? Okay, it's trying. There we go. All right. So the Meta large language models top rank is Microsoft, then Nvidia, then Apple, then itself Meta, then Tesla and Baba. This is probably pretty true to how you should actually rank them too. I would agree with all of that. You could probably switch around Microsoft and Nvidia interchangeably. Nvidia, I don't know. But overall, that's a very good ranking system, I would say, especially for the data that it's allowed to have. Let's actually ask it. Yeah. So most of these cut off at October 23, and that's just like the free tier. So that's just where we're at with models right now. Let's see if Meta AI can write programs. All right. We're going to copy that to the clipboard. We're going to open up our coder. Let's do a new, no. This is my stock market program. I should have thought about this before I launched the video. see if we need any dependencies or if I got them all. I doubt I have any of these actually. Oh, we have. We're just gonna give it a 0 shot. So we're just going to give it the one prompt, the one attempt, and then if we can play snake, it did it. We're gonna do that for all of these here. Oh, gotta save it. Does it get bigger? Oh no. I think it's getting bigger. And apparently we're gonna get better at snake as we go here. Well, it's definitely getting bigger. And if we hit the edge, it just exits. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Oh, yeah. Meta AI. I like it. Llama. Pretty decent. For now, we're just going to put it in B tier. I thought, when it first described itself, that's super boring. I hope it gets better. It really wasn't saying anything about what it excels in versus others. Like it just describes a large language model. One, two, what did I say? There was 12 languages it speaks. I'm pretty sure that's on the lower end of these models. I really didn't like my. I think that this Tinder bio is gonna get way better. But we'll keep that there for now. Its stock analysis was pretty okay. As I said earlier, though, like it's using outdated data, so but all these are going to be. So that was tough. That was the first one, so we'll keep going here. Let's see. Let's go DeepSeek next. We'll just go from right to left here. Okay. Advanced natural language understanding. So one thing that Llama and DeepSeek are known for, which is why I kind of put Llama might actually be A tier. We might go back to this, but they're both open source, which means that you can put them on your computer locally. So that, like right now, I'm basically communicating directly with China because I'm on their website using their free stuff. I have like a low one installed. It works pretty well, but customization and adaptability is actually really huge. That's a very big thing. ethical AI practices. That's something that some people aren't very good at right now. Uh, Continuous learning. That's something that Meta also said. Integration capabilities. I'm pretty sure everybody's doing that. So not a lot of new strengths here. Let's see how the Tinder bio goes. Is that too many characters? I think it's just right. Okay. When I'm not out exploring, you can find me leveling up in my favorite video games. Bonus points if you're looking for some co-op action. That's true. That's true. Food-wise, I'm a steak and Caesar curry. Simple, classic, and always satisfying. Bet. When it comes to drink, my yes, I'm that specific, but trust me, it's worth it, dude. This stuff's fire. Um, looking for someone up Looking for someone who's up for adventurous, deep conversations, and maybe a little healthy competition. Sunsets, good food, and great vibes. Oh man. Ooh, that might actually be on my that might actually win. That's really good, dude. That's really good. Wow. All right. Oh, I forgot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. It takes a little bit to think on here, and that just might be because it's like the newest. Like, you know how Meta was really quick. That's probably because their servers aren't overloaded, right? Over 100. Okay, that's insane. Okay, and the other thing about DeepSeek is that it was so like all these other language models are supported by like multiple trillion-dollar companies. DeepSeek R1 was basically made in a garage by like 6 Chinese dudes trying to mine crypto that were like, we have a bunch of GPUs. How could we just like use them instead of mining Bitcoin? And they made like for $10 million, they made a large language model that completely blew everybody's tits off. It was insane when it dropped because they were like, we're like a Chinese garage band hedge fund that just wanted to use our GPUs to see if we could do something cool, and look at what we made for $10 million. It blows everything that costs trillions of dollars out of the water. And to be fair, like Nvidia's worth $1 trillion, Microsoft's worth $1 trillion. Those are the main funders of like OpenAI, which is theoretically worth 100 billion. But still, they did it for $10 million, dude. They did this with $10 million, and I think it speaks more languages than all of those other platforms. We'll find out. We'll find out. Um, but yeah, that's just crazy. Let's see how it does with financial analysis. October 2023, as I was saying, most of these are limited to October 2023. Wow. The exact same. pretty sure that's the exact same as Meta as far as the ranking goes. Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Meta, Tesla, Baba. And this one is Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, Apple, Tesla, Baba. It's probably actually better rank. Mostly because of that. You remember how we started the video? Growth may slow in the near term. That's more than likely, especially with their fumbling of the ball with Apple Intelligence. And I'm not sure if it would have even known about that in October 2023. But it was just like, dude, you see their goggles? Pretty garbage, right? Dude, okay. Final test here. And it gave us the final note. Did we get a final note from Meta? Yeah. Okay. I think these are all pretty quick at this point, eh? Gonna give it the same 0 shot we gave the other one? Oh, it even tells us how we're gonna do it. Okay. Why is it so hard to save things? Okay. I like how these guys, oh, okay. It doesn't instantly crash the program. It lets me play again. Love that. The boundaries are a little rough, but because like Meta's was the edge of the screen. I don't know where the boundaries are here. But I do know that I think if I go like, oh, no, it's all right. We're good. That was amazing. Oh. It doesn't X out. Hmm. I don't know. Either way, I like how they do the same logo colors. Oh, man. I think just for now, we're going to put that in S tier. Just because at the end of the day, it's going to meet or beat everything that everybody on this list has done for significantly less money. It's like just the favorite story that you hear of just 6 dudes in a garage band headphones. Like it's probably going to, I doubt that the rest of these are going to be my Tinder profile. I actually think I'm going to change my Tinder profile to that. I think these are going to be pretty generic. That doesn't really mean anything. The Tinder profile really good. The fact that it can speak over 100 languages is insane. It did great fundamental analysis. Did pretty good technical analysis. Like retroactively looking back, all of this is correct. And then the game was awesome too. They 0 shot the game, and it told me how to play. The only thing it did wrong was that I couldn't X out of the game, but Yeah, for now, DeepSeek S tier. We might move it down to A tier, but that was really good. Copilot. This is Microsoft's. Uh, it's the annoying little thing built into Microsoft Edge. It's probably built into like all of the apps at this point. So Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel teaches you how to do everything. Let's try it out. Wow. It came prepared for this job interview. And while I might not have feelings or experiences like humans, I do my best to try and understand and appreciate the beauty and complexity of human life. It's kind of eye roll, it's cringe. But a good answer is still an answer. Can I see my preview? Okay. Around okay. I don't like that answer as much as DeepSeek's. Around 100? That sounds like less than 100. Because DeepSeek said more than 100. Just saying. Okay. Now we'll get into the meat and potatoes. Outdoorsy soul with a love for swimming and exploring nature. When I'm not diving into the great outdoors, you'll find me immersed in the latest video game adventure. Passionate about a good steak with Caesar salad. Nothing beats that combo. Oh, and I'm a sucker for Starbucks brown sugar oat milk cortado. Let's share some laughs, make some memories, and grab a coffee sometime. Not bad. Not bad. Not as fun as DeepSeek's, but oh, it uses they really try and sell that this is like a fun little guy, hey? So the thing about Copilot, which is like it is ultimately just ChatGPT. So Microsoft invested $100 billion into ChatGPT when it first came out, and then they immediately like turned it into Copilot. So you could call it a wrapper of just Copilot. So a lot of the answers we're gonna get from this are but then they added like a like what I would call a wrapper is this personality where like ChatGPT isn't gonna give you all these like emojis and stuff. ChatGPT probably won't give us this answer. So they're trying to make it feel like more human like. Ow. It's okay. See how it goes. I'm gonna be really pissed if it ranks. Well, I mean, is this current? I think this is current. So then on the flip side, why I'm saying it's current data is like I don't think any of these prices are correct. In October of 2023, it didn't provide me with a ranking. it's freaking out about having to do Tesla. So back to my former thought. On the flip side, ChatGPT's built-in web browser, like when you pay to get Pro, ChatGPT uses Bing or Edge. So it I can't follow all the different program names, but it will open up an instance of Edge in its browser or within like the ChatGPT app because Microsoft gave it, $100 million or $100 billion. So on the flip side, this is Edge running Copilot, which is ChatGPT. So this might be why we have current data. Hello? It gave up? I'm gonna refresh it. It's gonna try again. And the second time around, it really, it threw the old analysis out. Really? just get, just like, just buy Microsoft, bro. I'm your friendly co-pilot, dude. Just buy Microsoft. What else would you do? I mean, this would have been good. This would have been really good like 3 years ago when this stuff came out. This is bad. So first it got stuck on Tesla, and now it's gotten stuck on ranking. And I don't think the ranks. I'm gonna just have this. Okay, the ranks were Microsoft. No. Oh, Microsoft was the highest. So I mean, like, it's kind of right, but it's also, is your data current? It's just stuck, dude. Oh god, it's gonna get stuck on this again. Okay, it is current data, so that's why we might be getting different rankings than the other bots. Still, I really didn't like how much it struggled with that. Let's see if it can do this in one shot. Got this idea from Doug on Twitch. When this stuff first came out, that's what he did with his chat, was make ChatGPT make a snake game, and then he kept adding crazy stuff to it. Okay. All of them are doing it a little different than each other, but this doesn't display the score. It's weird that it uses the same colors as DeepSeek. Did I accidentally copy paste DeepSeek's? Let me try again. Oh, this is DeepSeek. Who did they find this game from, I wonder? Doesn't display the score. Okay. Okay. And I think DeepSeek had quit on it too, so okay. And we'll rank it. Copilot is D tier. Got stuck on Tesla the first time we did stock analysis. Then it got stuck on ranking itself first on stock analysis, and then its final stock analysis, it didn't even rank itself first. It was the first time any of these had gotten stuck at all. That was the first time I had to refresh anything. You know, like retroactively, while I did want them to be more descriptive, this is kind of cringe. That gave the same answers as every other large language model. Can speak a decent amount of languages. I'm gonna give Meta A. I'm just gonna see. "13 languages. That's weird. And I really think the only reason that Copilot's even remotely decent is just because it's a wrapper of ChatGPT. So yeah, I don't care for it. D tier for sure. Not as bad as Apple Intelligence, but bad. Whoo. Now we get the woke boy. I bet this is gonna tell me all types of stupid shit. Oh, the anti-woke boy. My bad. XAI. I'm here to answer your questions, provide insights, and maybe even offer a fresh perspective or two. My makers at XAI are all about accelerating human scientific discovery, so I'm designed to be as truthful and as helpful as possible. I don't stick to any one way of thinking, I just try and get to the core of things. I bet I kind of included these questions for Grok. I'm built to cut through the noise and give you straight, no nonsense answers. Think of me as a friend who's always ready to dig into the real shit with you. Stuff. Didn't say shit. Stuff with you. My edge comes from XAI's focus on truth seeking and reasoning from first principles. So I'm not just parroting canned response. Dude. I can pivot fast, adapt to what you're asking, and pull in fresh info when it matters. Plus, I get a knack for tackling weird or out there topics without blinking. I mean, he's also describing Twitter as a whole, so I get that. But like, just really leaning into that, right? Also, I think Grok right now is like top of the leaderboards on Hugging Face or Chatbot Arena. My bad. Let's just refresh this. Hello? There's too much. There's too much stuff built into this thing. So if you don't know, uh, Chatbot Arena, this is where they put all the language models up against each other and just have them fight, basically. Gemini, that's Google's. We're gonna get to it. ChatGPT, that's OpenAI's. We'll get to it. Already did DeepSeek. Right now it's our S tier. So chocolate is Grok 3. That's what we're doing right now, and that's the top of the rank right now. So this thing should cook. I bet it says some stupid shit about my Starbucks stuff. Just hey, I'm Matt, blue-eyed guy who's happy as swimming, hiking, or just soaking up the outdoors. Catch me gaming when the sun's down. Controller in one hand, steak and Caesar salad in the other. Like I just imagine like I'm sitting there with like a steak as a plate and then a Caesar salad on top of it. Just like, what up, ladies? Want to play video games? Hey, I got a controller over here and a steak and a Caesar salad over here. Bonus points if you can keep up with my swipe it. Mid, dude, mid. I also did this prompt for this. We'll see if there's any how truth. Ooh, this is current. Okay. So you can see that it pulled up a bunch of web pages, basic and technical and fundamental analysis of all these guys as of today. Wow. Okay. As a solid. I'm just reading these really quickly, seeing if there's any discrepancies of what I disagree with. Oh, it ranks itself last. Wow. It. Oh man. So like one core. I mean, that's like the best list that we've made so far for sure. That's the best ranking list that we've made so far. For all the reasons I gave. Meta, strong fundamentals, reasonable valuation, steady technicals, less earnings risk right now with AI tailwinds. That's true. And could be a game changer. Dude, it knows that its earnings are today. Damn. Okay. That's actually the first time I saw an AI know when the day's earnings were. That's really good. That's the best one yet, and it's current. Like, you know, with all those other ones, I was giving them a break because they're running from data from October of 2023, but that's current. That's sick. I'd be very interested to see that it does something different than the other ones with this game here. And interesting. Moves a little faster than the other ones. Has the same colors as Meta, Copilot, and DeepSeek had the same colors as well. Okay, and we're just gonna run into a wall. Wow. Grok cooked, dude. Grok absolutely cooked. I think that's gonna go A tier. Maybe S tier. I don't know. That was really, really good. It used current up-to-date analytics on our stocks, whereas DeepSeek was still stuck. DeepSeek wasn't connected to anything. Uh, Grok gave a really so minus points for it being like the stock analysis was so good though. So like obviously it's super cooked into the idea that it's like a truth seeker. It's not going to give you any, and it's ready to learn new things. It's JRE red pilled. It's alt-right red pilled. It gets all that stuff. It's got a lot more personality than the rest of them so far. As far as it being trained on X, is that good or bad? Based off its results, it's pretty good. But also like just the fact that they're giving this away for free, where it's got live data. I mean, a lot of these other ones could cook pretty hard too if they were given live data. So this just seems like a big money dump to get here. My Tinder profile, most boring one yet. Maybe Meta's was a little bit more boring, but I don't know. I didn't like the Tinder profile. So far DeepSeek still has the Tinder profile on lock. And the snake game, I guess I didn't give it a hard enough game to make. All these are doing it in one shot with no problem. Yeah, I think it might have to share S tier with DeepSeek. That's tough, dude. For now, it's gonna stay in A, and then based off how the rest of these guys do, we might have to rearrange some stuff, because I mean, Grok really killed that, and it really should be an S tier. But DeepSeek, for how limited it was and everything that it did, it's hard to justify DeepSeek not being on top. I think we definitely need to finish these last two before we can compare Grok to, or like kind of give Grok a final grade, whether it belongs in A or S tier. Okay, Gemini. This is Google's. I'm Gemini, a large language model or an artificial intelligence, if you prefer. I was created by Google AI to help you in many different ways, from drafting messages and performing tasks to generating and analyzing images. Does it have a differentiator? Flash Thinking Experimental with Apps is a new experimental model that takes you behind the scenes of my thought process. And well, I mean, they all have thinking now. So, like, maybe that was cool before. It's probably why it was on the leaderboard here. Okay, that's actually cool. Flash Thinking Experimental with Apps. And because Google owns so many apps, that's okay. Is that okay? We'll get back to that because that actually just, and then we're gonna ask. $40+. Okay. We forgot to ask Grok. I got too sucked into all that. You would assume a lot. This is such just like a smart ass answer. I don't have a fixed number of languages I speak because I'm designed to understand and respond to pretty much any language thrown at me. Plus some fictional ones if you're feeling creative. Think about it like this. I've got the capacity for hundreds, probably thousands of languages, dialects, and variations, all thanks to my training data. But since I don't count them up like a trophy case, I'll just say I'm fluent in all of them. Dude, that is just the most ridiculous answer. I mean, this is the most entertaining one for sure. Just talk down to you. Pick your poison, Matt. I'm just gonna write Grok speeds all of them, dude. Just talking down to me, telling me I'm an asshole. I love it. I mean, maybe that's not for everybody, but yeah, Grok destroys the languages. Okay. Uh, it's not Grok's not quite as creative, but as its mission statement said, it's not trying to be creative, it's trying to be truthful and scientific. Wow. Blue eyes and always okay, casual and fun. And always down for swimming, hiking, or conquering virtual worlds. I'm happiest outdoors with a controller in hand. Steak and Caesar salad, yes please. Oh, and I'm fueled by Starbucks brown sugar oat milk cortado. Let's chat. Not bad, not bad. A little more playful. Warning: may spontaneously suggest outdoor activities or intense video game sessions. No, not at all. Well, like I might suggest that, but you don't need to warning it. Blue eyes, steak enthusiast, and brown sugar oat milk cortado connoisseur. Oh, and then it gives me tips for my Tinder bio. Oh, how nice. Let's see if this boyo can do current. If it's pulling out straight from the internet here. Okay, so this is all current. And probably the worst rankings I've gotten. Granted, I'm less of a, I'm more of a risk taker, I would say. So this is a very good ranking for low risk. and it was telling me at the very start that, you know, it doesn't want to provide any financial advice. I'm not sure how well it did the technicals if it's shooting out that list. It's okay. Did it mention the earnings coming out today? Okay, so all these arrows are where it actually used live internet. I mean, no, I don't. It's okay. Definitely not the best one we've looked at so far. Oh, oh. Sorry. Trying to copy paste my questions, and I'm using hotkeys. I don't know what they go to. Why is it import random here? Gives a good explanation. All right. Do I need to install random? Nope. Let's try it. Oh, okay. That was. See, at first I was impressed when our first one just built the snake game, but now that we've built other snake games, this is the lowest logic function yet. Or like this is back to that low logic. And that just kills itself. All right. Gemini. I think now that Meta was the first one, Gemini has some features that Llama doesn't, and we're gonna put Gemini in B tier and Llama in C tier. These last two are kind of gonna decide where Grok goes. Oh, I think Grok has to be S tier after this. Just such a pompous ass of an AI. But that's just amazing that they just put that they did that for it. Like it has a personality. These other ones, they're like talking like chatbots. Even like with Copilot, where it's like, you know, friendly AI companion. Like it has that wrapper that's trying to tell you, like I'm an AI, but I want to feel like you feel. Meh. But Gemini did really well. I like that it has the live data. This is a very good ranking system so far. Now let's get to the two that everybody loves. Claude. Right now, it's more known for its coding abilities. It like I think yesterday or 2 days ago, it just dropped Claude 3.7. It's more known for coding, so hopefully it tells me that in our little date/job interview here. Helpful, harmless, and honest. Okay. I can assist with a wide range of tasks, including answering questions, writing and editing content, analyzing information, generating creative ideas, and have thoughtful conversations on various topics. I have knowledge on topics like history, science, literature, mathematics, and many other subjects until my knowledge cutoff date as of October 2024, a year further into the other training of the ones that aren't allowed to be on the internet. Gemini, Copilot, DeepSeek. Wait, did Copilot have a cutoff date? No, Copilot was using the internet, albeit poorly. But DeepSeek, Meta, and was it just DeepSeek and Meta that have a cutoff? All right. What would you like to talk about today? So this question, what do you do excel at over other AI models? It should spit out it's better at coding. Handling complex multi-step problems. Designed to be balanced in my responses. I excel at understanding context and maintaining coherence throughout longer conversations. My communication style is adaptable. I'm particularly good at creative writing and can generate a wide variety of content while maintaining consistent style, voice, and narrative. At no point did it mention that it's better than everyone else at coding. It implied it, but it never said it. So it flexed on its creative writing, and its Tinder profile is blue-eyed outdoors enthusiast who are equally comfortable swimming in open water or diving into epic gaming sessions. Known to grill perfect steak paired with Caesar salad when hunger strikes. If you're looking for someone to share adventures with, or just a brown sugar oat milk cortado from Starbucks, swipe right and let's see where this goes. I keep forgetting. Well, that's a bad answer, so we're going to give it the same as Llama 13. I had high hopes for this guy. I had high hopes for Claude, and Claude is doing subpar here. Based on their knowledge, it's a lot more straightforward than the other ones about its knowledge cutoff. Ranks everything how you would expect it to be ranked. I like it. Fair. Not the best, not the worst. And this one, it should just absolutely kill. This is my favorite part about Claude. It has its own coding environment off to the side. The new Claude 3.7 paid, which we could look into later, get all these a paid subscription and see how they do some more complex stuff. But the new one is sick, and you run it from your terminal and it just cooks. All right, let's see how you do. Oh, that's cool. The interface is a lot cooler. I like how it has the... Okay, this is the most unique one. and it actually closes nice. That was the best snake game that's been made so far. Hmm. Oh, I think we have to move Grok up to S tier. Gemini is going to go into A tier, and Claude's going to go to B tier. Gemini having access to the internet and that Flask app thing that it was talking about is sick. So, and then in theory, we save the best for last. ChatGPT, the original, the GOAT, or at least in theory, what everybody strives to be. ChatGPT. I might have to talk. Yeah, let's get rid of talk like a member of Gen Z. I've put a lot of time into this, so I'm gonna do my best to make sure we're using the right model. This is the basic model. Can we go? We're not gonna underpower it because it still uses 4.0 to answer free tier questions. I'm pretty sure. It's the 01 that is I'm paying to use in the 03. So we're gonna use 4.0. We're not gonna turn on any of this other stuff. We're just gonna put it on par with everything else. Because you can't use this stuff with the free model. All right. Job interview / date ChatGPT. It really remembers all of my other chats. So I am making a Twitch chat bot with OpenAI included. I'm integrating OBS WebSockets for animation. Doing a few things with that. We're gonna move on from that. The fact that it knows everything about me, and I that's probably a bad thing. Moving on. Ignoring all that. Oh my god, it's actually going to. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, it should. I've been spending too much time on ChatGPT. It just called me out. Unlike some local models, like the Llama models you're working with. Dude, that's creepy. Yeah. I can adjust my tone, casual. So, like, do we want to turn Gen Z back on for this? I can help debug, optimize, and even generate product-ready code. As of Claude 3.7, the fact that it's trying to compare its paid version to other paid versions, because that's ultimately what it's doing, I think I will give it that. It has a whole suite of extra the projects folder. I haven't seen that anywhere else. It has a lot of really good complementary stuff. Like you can explore GPTs in this, and Dolly, Data Analyst, Hot Mods. They have a lot of different ways that you can customize your ChatGPT experience. But that's paid, and I'm not trying to be a paid advertisement for all ChatGPT. You could pay me though. That's okay with me. We're not doing that today. Everybody else was fine with that. It's really trying to sell me on my model we've been working on. We're gonna move on. I'm not 28, so it may think it knows a bunch of stuff about me, but it doesn't. I'm over 30. Gross. Blue-eyed explorer thrives in the water and under the sun, but just as happy dominating in video games. Dominating is a strong word. If I'm not outside chasing adventures, you'll find me enjoying a perfectly cooked steak with a Caesar salad, or fueling up with a brown sugar oat milk cortado. So I pray if you're up for beach days, co-op gaming, and the occasional deep debate about whether or not to order dessert. Not bad. Not bad. No, you're not allowed. Everybody else got to search the web. We'll see what they do. Top picks. They didn't really rank them very well. But I mean, if we do it in the order, NVIDIA, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Baba, Tesla. That's a good order. How's their analysis? Those are all right as of today. So so that's why Grok is S tier right now, right? We let ChatGPT onto the internet for this one, and it doesn't realize that the earnings are today. The fact that Grok knew that is insane. And included it with its analysis is insane. I don't like that fundamental analysis at all. On Apple, Apple's conservative capital spending on AI may benefit its free cash flow. No, dude. Apple's sitting on billions and they're not putting any money. There's a reason that they're an F tier, dude. All right, and then we're going to write a program that makes the game snake. Okay. Let's send it. Are you silly, bud? Of course I'm gonna send it. Just like the other ones, it gets a 0 shot. No score. Can I move this window? Wow, ChatGPT honestly probably made the worst game of them all. Ooh, that's disappointing, dude. Oh, I just rage quit that game. It was so bad. Oh no. Wow. So now I'm torn if I thought ChatGPT was going to go in A tier, but after that, I'm debating on whether or not it belongs in B tier with Claude. Claude. Uh, the problem is that ChatGPT has so much built into it, and it's really hard to. But I mean, we're okay. We're only ranking the free tiers, and we even gave it leniency on the fact that we let it access the internet. It didn't give me a very good, well, it gave me a pretty decent Tinder bio. Gave us the worst game of Snake that anybody made. What do you excel at over other AI models? It literally was just pitching that all the paid subscription stuff, and it was only comparing itself to local AI models, ignoring the fact that there's others out there. Let's see how many languages it speaks. I forgot to do that. '95 plus. Okay. That's not all of them like Grok. I think the ChatGPT free model is below Gemini. Okay, let's play Gemini's snake game again. And we'll run into the wall, and it quits. Ooh, those are both bad. Those are both really, really bad. But Gemini comes with web access for free. It has that. I think Gemini has to stay in A and ChatGPT has to stay in B for what you get for the free. Yeah, that's got to be the order. Boom, there it is. That's ranking all the AIs that are out there. Starting from the top, DeepSeek S tier. Uh, I, I mean, these two are like both S tier, but for totally different reasons, right? So Grok is Grok is just like it feels like having a conversation with Elon Musk. Just a pompous ass just talking down to you, telling you like I'm smarter than you, I know it, I'm the best. I mean it showed that it was by far better than the rest of these guys. Um its overall response for my Tinder profile wasn't that great, but also it doesn't claim to be a creative writer. It's a truth seeker and a whatever, or like a truth seeker and a give it to you straight truther. Never claimed that it was good at writing Tinder profiles. Everything else about it was seemed super overpowered for a free version. DeepSeek, exact opposite. Why it's S tier. It runs on nothing, not using out of date language models. It made the Tinder profile that I'm going to copy paste out of all these other ones. That's the one I'm going to use. It one shotted everything, or zero shotted everything. Yeah, it speaks all the languages you want it to speak. It's the garage band hedge fund that did for $10 million. Everything else on this list is hundreds of billions of dollars. For less than 1% of that, DeepSeek is competes and beats most of these. Gemini, it got up there because of its integration with the internet that Claude and ChatGPT don't have for free. Same with Llama doesn't have that for free either. Gemini also had a Flask thing that we didn't use, where apparently you can use Gemini within apps to do analysis on like YouTube videos and other things that Google has. So that is really, really cool. Gemini did really, really well. Claude, the free version of it is just okay. Same with ChatGPT. They did fine, not great. And then ChatGPT basically only justified it being better because I couldn't really get rid of the fact that I have a paid subscription to it, and it takes $20 a month to unlock all the features that you want to use on ChatGPT. That's not true with Grok. That's not true with Gemini. I mean, maybe DeepSeek has a paid model, but I don't think that's true with DeepSeek either. I mean, there's something to be said about Llama's language model. It's good. Copilot was the only one that froze on us today. Apple Intelligence, no freaking way, dude. Garbage. But that's the rank. On to the next.